Good morning, my dear children. Shall we start explaining the story? Yes, come on. So please take your textbook, page number 41. And while I am reading and explaining, listen to me attentively. Okay. The policeman on the beat moved up the avenue impressively. The impressiveness was habitual and not for show, for spectators were few. The time was barely 10 o'clock at night, but chilly gusts of wind with a taste of rain in them had well nigh de-peopled the streets. The policeman. So yesterday we saw the patrolling police officer was there. Where? New York, in the Business Avenue. What is the time? Night, 10 o'clock. Dark night. And the policeman on the beat. On the beat means an assigned route of a policeman. That was the particular area or the route or the place that patrolling police officer was entrusted to look after, to watch over. So he was moving there, walking around in an impressive manner. And the impressiveness was habitual and not for show. And he was not walking impressively, not to show others, because for means because spectators were few. Spectators means onlookers, those who are watching somebody. Observers. And no much people were there. So it is not for showing anybody he was walking impressively, but it was habitual. Means every day he was walking around like that as a habit. The time was barely 10 o'clock. Barely means hardly. Just, only just, almost not. That means it is nearing to 10 o'clock. Maybe 5 minutes more to 10 o'clock. But chilly gusts of wind with a taste of rain in them had well nigh de-peopled the streets. Chilly means very cold, uncomfortably, unpleasantly cold. It was a very cold night. Cold wind was blowing. Gust also means a strong rush of wind. So gust of wind or gusts of wind means the wind was blowing strongly and with a taste of rain in them. Means it was about to rain. So, well nigh de-peopled the street means, here it means neatly emptied. The streets were emptied because of the climate. That means almost all the people had gone home already. Nobody would like to remain in a place which is very cold and it may rain that time, and they did not like to remain there. So everybody had already gone, and the remaining people, they were rushing to their houses. So that is the particular context or situation. Now the next paragraph. The vicinity was one that kept early hours. That kept early hours means where people went to bed early. That means in that particular area, people were not remaining much late in night. They used to go to bed early. Vicinity means that particular area, the area near to around that place. So that place was like that. People were not keeping awake in night. They used to go to bed early. The vicinity was one that kept early hours. Now and then you might see the lights of a cigar stall or of an all-night lunch counter. So in that particular, it is a business area, we know that. So shops will be there, stores will be there, hotels or restaurants will be there. So now and then you may see the lights of a cigar store. The store or the shop where tobacco items or cigarettes were selling, and we can see some lights there, or the lights from a all-night lunch counter. All night means throughout the night that hotel or a restaurant, shop will be working, and from there you can see some light. But the majority of the doors belong to business places that had long since been closed. So almost all the factories, all the business areas, the doors had been closed already. So it was not a working time. All people had gone for rest or sleep. When about midway of a certain block, the policeman suddenly slowed his walk. In the doorway of a darkened hardware store, a man leaned with an unlighted cigar in his mouth. As the policeman walked up to him, the man spoke up quickly. So we see that the patrolling police officer was walking around that place, and suddenly he slowed down his walk, seeing somebody there. So one strange man was standing at the doorway, a dark area, and one unlighted cigar was on his mouth. And when the policeman approached, suddenly he started speaking. What did he speak? "It's all right, officer," he said. "I'm just waiting for a friend. It's an appointment made 20 years ago." Sounds a little funny to you, doesn't it? Well, I'll explain if you would like to make certain it's all straight. About that long ago, there used to be a restaurant where this store stands, Big Joe Brandy's restaurant. So now the man is explaining to the police officer, "I am standing here not for making any problem, I am just waiting for a friend, and this appointment had been made 20 years before." And he's telling, of course it will be very funny for you to hear like this one appointment, very strange one and odd one. And he's telling, before or years back, here one restaurant was there, and the name of that restaurant, Big Joe Brandy's restaurant. And when this man uttered this name, suddenly the policeman replied, "Until 5 years ago," said the policeman, "it was torn down there." "I know it. Before 5 years, until 5 years before, it was there. And after that, it was torn down or it was destroyed." The man in the doorway struck a match and lit his cigar. The light showed a pale, square-jawed face with keen eyes and a little white scar near his right eyebrow. His scarf pin was a large diamond, oddly set. Now, in this paragraph, we can see the appearance of the man, especially his face. He was standing in a dark area, and when he struck the matches or when he lit his cigar, because of the reflection of the light, the policeman clearly saw his face. What did he see? It was a square-jawed face, square-faced, jawed-faced man, keen eyes, and a little white scar near his right eyebrow. So here one white scar was there, and his scarf pin was a large diamond, oddly set. And scarf pin means the pin people were using to make in the right position the tie or the scarf they are wearing. So here this man was wearing a tie, and to make it in the proper, set it in the proper place, he was wearing a pin, and instead of pin it was a diamond, decorative pin. That means he was a very rich man. Even as a pin also he is using diamond. And then now he is continuing his conversation. That conversation part will be explaining tomorrow. Today this much is enough. And today I am going to give you some interesting and simple, very easy homework related to the writer and something related to that. Okay, now tell me, who has written this story? He. What is his name? So in your textbook it is given, his real name is William Sidney Porter, and his pen name is O. Henry. You know what is pen name? Is it the name of a pen? No. Pen name is an assumed name used by a writer. When he is publishing his books and works, he will be writing his books and works under this pen name, and his readers may not be knowing their real name. These writers will be popular under their pen name. So there are people, they have used very different pen names. So one particular writer's pen name I will tell you. You have to find out the real name. George Eliot. I don't know whether you have heard about George Eliot. And you have to find out the real name of the writer George Eliot. If you already know it, now you will be smiling because you know that secret. If you don't know, when you search and find it out, you will be surprised. Then you will say, seeing the photo or seeing the real name, oh, like this. So find out the real name of George Eliot and tell me why you got surprised. Then one more homework for you. What is another term or synonym for pen name in English? English itself, there are different terms for one term and we call it synonyms. And you have to find out the particular synonym or another word for pen name starting with P. It is a 9-letter word and it is starting with P, and P is silent. So you have to find out that particular word. You have to spell it and pronounce it properly. The first letter P is silent. So then one more work. What is the Malayalam term for pen name? So these 3 simple, easy, interesting work you have to do, and you have to send me through voice messages enough. Which are the homeworks? Find out the real name of George Eliot and find out the synonym or another term for pen name in English starting with P and a 9-letter word, and you have to pronounce it in the proper way. And the Malayalam term or word for pen name. These are your homework today. Okay? Okay then. Have a nice day. Bye. See you tomorrow.